Hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. A good evening to you all. And let's do a quick one. Quick gist. Now, like I said, the conversation, the gist, they are packed. Now, we are going to listen to the very first interview to the best of my knowledge. I would say the very first official interview by Mobad's wife, okay, late Mobad's mother, full settings. I would say this is the very first official settings. I would say this is the very first. I'm not sure why this is actually. So first of all, this interview is done with Trudy. So I'm just going to play and we're going to react to it while we listen to her. This interview is done with Trudy. So I'm just going to play and we're going to react to it while we listen to her. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just trying. Oh, Oyoyo's Media, you're welcome. To add, all those things need they work. Hashtag or no hashtag. They work at all. YouTube, they're on their body. I saw this thing. I was preparing this thing. So when I saw the missed call, I returned it back. I called back when I saw it. They make food for the little one to chop. So that's why I missed your call. Sorry. Okay, so pardon me if you're just coming in. We're just starting this live stream. So I'm just going to go straight. We're going to react to this as we always do. Now, first of all, shout out to Chudi, Chudity, right? That's his channel. I think his stuff. And I've never seen Chudi post a full or maybe this is not a full, but if you've been on Chudi's channel, Chudi hardly posts anything that is as long as, but this is 31 minutes, 11 seconds. So I was surprised to see this coming from Chudi. If you're just joining us, you are welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us. This is an interesting conversation. Lake MOHBAD and so much drama surrounding the MOHBAD's death and everything. So people were really expecting MOHBAD's widow to come out and speak, and I've never really seen her talking about this situation on this setting. So I was excited to see her on a place or on a show where the host knows what to do, because sometimes people will talk and over talk and do this, and sometimes it's almost like they're talking for the person that they're interviewing. But people like Trudy knows the job. They ask the question and they give you the opportunity to answer the questions. They don't over probe and everything. So I really like Trudy's way of handling his interviews and whatnot. So when I saw this, I was like, yo, let me sit down and watch all of it if I can, and then we're going to react to it also. So I will just start playing that interview and we will react to it accordingly. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be multitasking because, okay, it's night and it's school night. So I'm also going to be trying to do one or two. So pardon the noises you'll be hearing in the background, because yes, I'm going to be multitasking. So let's do this. I'm not even one of them. It still feels like my husband is still alive because he is in Yamba mode. He has not been clear. Let me know if you can hear. No, they literally did two autopsy. The government autopsy and the private autopsy and father body. I made it known that I have been waiting for the DNA. They said once the DNA is done, I shouldn't tell the public the result of the DNA. He has called me a promiscuous woman. He has called me a cheating wife. So I know that some of you might be asking, I should just start talking. So maybe this is not full, okay, introduction and everything. Maybe Trudy did edit that part out while he posted this on YouTube. And I think this is really purposeful because Trudy does not post anything this long. I've never seen on his YouTube channel, because he does have where people pay subscription, and that's where he drops his full interviews. But because of this story and everything that's been going on, I think Trudy wants to. This is just my own. So, sorry, lost my line of. Whew, I have my little one here on my neck. Let's go.
rejected that marriage. And he was present. It was the hard thing.
Okay, so I remember what I wanted to say. I feel like Chudi posted this because Chudi wants everybody, okay, to listen to what Mohbad's wife has to say, because not everybody will go and pay for subscription and stuffs like that. So let's go back into reacting to this. And those that will be asking, why don't you play the full content, why interrupt in the middle and things like that, remember that this is not my content and I'm reacting to it. So the only way I can make mine different from Chudi, that is the original creator of this content, is by me pausing and also dropping my 2 cents in between. That's how mine will be different from his.
He was trying to take my right away from me as a woman.
But let me know if you people can hear me, and you can hear her.
Wanted to be in control of my husband's properties.
You see this thing she said here. Most times, I'm not someone that wants to really just take people's words online because they've said something. But this that Wumi, I think her name is Wumi. This that Wumi said, or I will keep calling her. I don't. Let me not mix the name up. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's her name, Wumi. But I'll just call her Mohbad's widow, okay? Because I don't know for 100% if that's really her name. So this that Mohbad's widow just said here, that the father-in-law wants to take hold of his properties. I kind of believe this woman. This is an interview that, after listening to it, I'm looking at it like, this woman is not lying. A lot of things that she's saying here, she's not lying, okay? Because at the end of the day, they've not been able to prove, all the things they've alleged. Oh, she was the one that spied him. She was the one that fought with him and hit him with something and something, all of that. Until they're able to prove that she's guilty of that, then we can say something else. But I feel like, yes, you know why? Because this is something we always see, okay? Even with women that have several kids that are grown. Forget the fact, because some people might make the excuse and they will want to say, oh, it's because the boy is just 1 year old, 2 years, 3 years old. That's why they. No, even with women that have several male children for their partner, and somehow the partner dies early, the next thing the family is doing is to come and start grabbing things, okay? So I feel like there's an atom of truth with what she's saying, that after Mohbad passed, with everything that he has managed to acquire for this, duration that he was alive, the father wanted to be in control of. The last thing the father wanted was for Wumi to hold these things and protect them and keep them for Mohbad's young son.
One thing I'll tell you is that even if people would do not believe what I'm saying,
it's my
not deep down that you have treated my husband. It has really gotten to a point that I say that is people my time inside.
So you can imagine. Okay, so this Chudi's, like I said, Chudi's podcast. I think he has a podcast and he has advert. Okay, so it's available online. Okay, if you type in his name, Chud with is it Chudi or Chudity, and you're gonna find his stuff.
Yeah, how are you? It just asked a very huge question. Yeah. I would say I'm fine.
Please let me know if you can hear.
My sadness is not going to change anything. So, regardless of whatever I feel, at least I'm still here, still alive. Yeah, so I would say I'm fine. So, in this answer, I talk about sadness. Yeah. And even there's a lot that's happened. Yeah, a lot. First, obviously, I know that the loss of your husband has been the biggest of all of this. Yeah. So what is the saddest thing for you in all the things that have happened after? So you're grieving widow who has less than 5 months old baby. Yes, at the time of the passing. Yeah.
I feel like this woman has really gone through a lot.
Feel like the saddest thing I've experienced so far is the fact that the person that's supposed to be in guard for my late husband, this person that's supposed to be my son and highest protector, is our chief prosecutor. And he's been everywhere trying to recruit people to turn against my son and I, both online and offline. Like it's going from one thread to another. This is MOHBAD's father. Yeah, it's my father-in-law. Yeah. So it's going from one thread to another. We no longer feel safe. Like I usually get death threat almost every day. My GMs, I barely go out. My baby, my his grandchild also, it's been deep.
It is really weird. I wonder how some people's brains works. Somebody is alleging something. You don't even know if this thing, like, it has not been proven yet. Okay, it has not been proven yet. Do you understand? If you're just coming, you are welcome. Ike Anobi, you are welcome. I'm going to read your comments in a minute. It has not been proven yet, and this woman is getting death threat. Did it not occur to you people? If you think you love MOHBAD so much, don't you think at least one of you should, the same love that you have for MOHBAD should be transferred now that he's dead, should be transferred to his son. I don't know if what's MOHBAD's son's name? Should be transferred. I think she will mention his name, so I will pick the name. To MOHBAD's son. And the last thing you want to do is to threaten the mother of that boy, because MOHBAD is not here to take care of his son. He's not here to fight for his son. He's not here to defend his son. That's the job that the mother will do. And the mother needs to be alive when that boy is grown so she can tell him the story of who his father was when his father was alive. Then he will see what he will also see online. He will get a clearer picture. So sending this woman death threat, what would that do for you? Will that bring MOHBAD back? It will not bring MOHBAD back, because if threatening somebody or buying another person would, I think there are people that love him so much that would want to give up their own life in exchange for him to come back. So I find it very difficult that people cannot understand that this woman is in a difficult position, and it has not been proven yet that she is guilty of his demise. Why send her threatening messages, coupled with the fact that her father-in-law is jumping from one place to the other, granting interviews? And I'm like, can you just mourn in peace? Can you mourn in peace? Can you just mourn the death of your son in peace? 1 minute you're dressing yo with your son's outfits and everything. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Anyways, Ike said DNA is important. Wumi started running away from DNA. Is not good in family. You can't use that word, okay? Ike, that's a very strong word to use. Do you understand? What if after you finish calling that boy a bastard, the DNA is done and the boy is MOHBAD's son? The thing is, a lot of people, we know where this whole DNA thing started from. Do you understand? At the end of the day, nobody can force the family to do it. If the father, all the time that he spends on online, not because Wumi has not spoken, let's not conclude that because MOHBAD's father is being the one talking that he's the one that is correct. So we cannot use such strong words for that little child. We don't know yet, okay? The DNA will be done. When it's done, then we will know if she's promiscuous as alleged by the father-in-law, okay? If she was a promiscuous woman, why did he agree that his son should marry a promiscuous woman? Because from what Wumi is explaining, that both of them were very close, she and MOHBAD's father. Do you understand? So let's not jump into conclusion by saying that the boy might not be MOHBAD's, because the boy might be. And when he was alive, he treated that child like his. According to what Wumi is saying, that when the day the boy clocked 12 months was the day he died. So it is safe to say that for 12 months that MOHBAD was in this planet with all of us, he treated his son as his son. So at least if we love him and respect him and appreciate his craft, let's at least show that love to the child until it's proven beyond all reasonable doubt that this DNA, okay, 99.9.999%, this child is not related to MOHBAD or any member of his family. Then we know that Wumi lied to us, but we cannot say that. Said she feel that what goes up must not come down. Ike, Ike said, what pied MOHBAD? Who gave that kid name? The boy was 12 months now. She said it. If the boy is 12 months, who gave him name? Who gave him name? His father gave him name. Mostly, and Ike, have you thought of this fact that a lot of people, when they are pregnant, they start, putting down names. Okay? They start putting down names. If they're going to have female children, sorry, if they feel like the pregnancy, because some people don't go to check, they just love the surprise and everything. Yes, so they start picking both names, unisex names, names for boys, names for girls. Some people, even from when they are young, they already know names that they love, that they would love to name their children after. So isn't it possible that all the while Wumi was pregnant, MOHBAD had already selected several names and said, if we don't give this, we'll give this, we'll give this, we'll give that, right? Said what by MOHBAD, we don't know yet. And Wumi said his body, the autopsy said, you will hear all of that anyway. All of these questions you're answering is here. He said, who gave the kid the name? I believe the father did. Say, who took away the placenta? Where do they put to bed? Where it's not where they put to bed. Said the kid bears a Muslim name. I don't know what MOHBAD believed or what he worshipped when he was alive. Okay, a lot of Yorubas are Muslims too, and a lot of Yorubas are Christians, and a lot of Yorubas are what's it called? This white garment church people, which is what the father is. So we don't know. Okay, I don't know what his mother worships. I don't know if his mother is also a white garment or if his mother is a Muslim. So that's not that. And if you love the Muslim name, you can use it. There are people that like the name, they answer the name. Does not mean that you are something, okay, that you worship this thing, as a Muslim, you know. So
Right,
let's
there's
see.
so many childhood memories, but there's nothing for me to do than just to see how
If
things
you're
go.
just coming, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Please like the live stream, share, invite more people. Let's talk.
Yeah, so I feel like
And if you're not sure what we're talking about, this is like the first official interview. That's what I will call this, the first official interview done by MOHBAD's late MOHBAD's widow, Wumi. And she did this interview with Chudi. So that's what I want us to listen to, because a lot of people have been waiting for her to speak, because MOHBAD's father has been talking, and most people are running with what MOHBAD's father have said. And I'm not going to be surprised if all these questions that Ike is asking us now is actually coming from all the things that MOHBAD's father must have said.
the problem is just about family disputes. Okay. Yeah. The problem is more like a competition between him and Liam. Your father-in-law and your son. Yes, a competition. It sounds
Okay, so MOHBAD's son's name is Liam. Is that why you're I see. Okay, so because the mother calls him Liam, you're like, look, these days people be answering me. Look, a lot of people were given difficult names in those days by their parents. So you know that this new generation and all of that, they're beginning to twist things and change things and stuffs like that. Okay, so most of us have native names, but if you ask us first, what's your name? I'm not going to give you my native name first, because you probably cannot say it correctly. You probably cannot pronounce it right. So I give you a simple name. That does not mean that I don't have a native name that if you hear it, you know that, oh, I'm from here or I'm from this tribe and stuff like that. But I just give you the easy one, so I can understand if the mother calls him Liam. So that's a name that everybody can go with. We have the famous actor Liam Neeson, right? We have a lot of famous people that are Liam, 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 Liam. And maybe MOHBAD or her love those big stars, because sometimes people name their you remember when Goodluck Jonathan was president? A lot of people started naming their children Goodluck Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan. So maybe that's where the name Liam is coming from. But until we see his birth certificate, and then we can really know what is his Nigerian or Yoruba name. Okay.
what that's the actual truth. Yeah, because after the death of my husband, a lot happened, and my father-in-law wanted to be in control of my husband's properties. The fact that there was Liam in the picture, because there was one time I actually called him to ask him, like, what happened? What do we do to deserve all of this? Like, why have you been out there defending of that child on me?
How did you get that information that the child's naming ceremony was performed in the home of Wumi's parents or so?
And it was like, why do I have to take Liam away from him? Why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place on the island? That means that is my husband rented apartment. I was not supposed to bring him over to meet him in a Korodu, because himself and my mother-in-law are not in good terms. You like he was just trying to manipulate.
Okay, since you're asking all these questions, okay, let me also ask you, did you hear her just saying that the mother-in-law and the father-in-law are not in good terms? So if the family is already, this chaos, this whole wahala is already going on, now women I won't carry her head, go carry work, they say where they come. Ha. Now wow.
So your father-in-law and your mother-in-law are not on good terms. Yeah, so he was not asking what do you think. Yes. So yeah, after my husband's demise. So yeah, so I explained to him, I made him understand that my mother-in-law has been the only one absent of Liam. He never did. Instead, he was always online defaming us, and then I apologized to him. Yeah, I apologized. I told you I was sorry. I would bring him over to him. When was it? That was I think 3 weeks after my husband's demise. Then he was like that.
For people that are wondering because Mohbad's father said he's not seen his grandchild for a while since the passing of his son, and Wunmi is confirming it now that she took the child to go see Mohbad's mother, and Mohbad's father did call. This is not women's. Come on now, Ike ha Chineke. Now wow, which one is women supportive women? Eh? You're new to the channel, maybe you should go and be checking other videos and this is so you see how we do our analysis here. Here is like we're straight, okay, straight shooters, pow pow. It's not about women supporting women, it's about calling a spade a spade. It's about standing for the truth. And you might want to say this because as I'm looking at your profile picture, it shows that you're a man. So it does make sense if you are supporting this very bad behavior that our people do in Nigeria and all around Africa, where immediately person buy on a don't run come as family people, and I won't come kidnap land, and I won't come kidnap house, even though that man, when in their life, he get children. Una no go allow the widow drink water, drop cup, una don't appear. Then leprosy, they do the hand of people family. Since that's where you want, Ike, let's talk. Leprosy, they do people hand for where they need to go hustle for themselves. Then they just they wait, make person, make one of their family. Sometimes if you listen, some people they pray, make their family member buy. Do you understand? The next thing they will just come, bundle you out. We've seen several. How many of those have you defended, Ike? If this is women supporting women, I can't eat now. I'm doing it. Listen, thank you. If it is women supporting women, how many of those men have you called out and say, okay, look, this man has children? And we've seen cases where that particular man that died early had male children. Not only if it's female, it's worse. Now, if it is only female children, you toothpick self and I no go see. Do you understand? Toothpick and I no go see. We're just stating the fact. What this woman is saying does make sense. That Mohbad's father was after the properties. He's in competition with a 1-year-old child. Oga go hustle, make your money. Share church people, they do pastor, then they make money, then they get money. No, be pastors, they fly private jet. What do you do Mohbad papa hand? Now the small way Mohbad hustle for that small life when in their life. Now be the one where you want they in charge of. Oga go hustle the way other. I don't want to mention big daddy Geos. So let's not say it's women supporting women. We're just saying what we see. Do you understand? Okay. We're not going to say because we want what. If she has a landed properties document, keep it, madam. Even if they won't buy you, keep it. Go and put it where nobody will get it until your son grows up. What be that? People don't reach 50 years. How old was Mohbad when Mohbad died? He was able to buy landed property. Now, old papa now won't go manage him. So then he go take and go flex. Mama, we're not going to do that one here. At all. We're not going to do that. Bosse Ogunwale, welcome, Bosse. Thank you so much for joining us with a gist here, and we analyze this interview. So sorry, I didn't welcome you and every other person that came in immediately. Welcome. Thank you also very much for joining. Thank you. I see all of now. God bless us. Now can't join me today for this gist. Let me know what you all think. Okay, everybody, drop your opinion. We're not fighting. We're just going to be, I love a strong debate. Okay, there used to be a time where we used to debate. In schools, you bring a topic and we debate it. So I love such conversation. Bring your point. Tell me what you think. I will give you mine, and let's continue. Okay. Say, Madam Boss. So whatever goes up must come down one day. So then no need for us to stress. No need for us to stress. Haven't they talk that thing again for Yoruba? No could just take what's this Yoruba word for taking it easy? Let's just be taking it easy. Do you understand? Since what goes up must come down. Shana, how do they put for up, nine go drop? No wahala. If you're feeling that Mohbad's wife is guilty, make them bring. Do you think that if a proper investigation is done and the finding states that Wumi is the one that bite him, do you think we'll be here clapping hands for her? So come on, we're waiting. They've not been able to prove it, so why should we crucify her? Aha, you see? Bossa said at this point, Wumi should take care of herself and her child. That father-in-law. Hey, Bobolo, I teacher, This is something like I'm just. Let's continue. Let's continue listening to Wumi.
Started going online talking about the DNA and talking about the DNA. Yes, that was what I called him. Right, that's what you now call him. Yes. So he made me understand that why do I have to quickly answer my mother-in-law's place? Like, is it not the owner of his grandchild? Like trying to make me feel like a bad person.
Is he not the owner of his grandchild? Mokude listen to the English of this woman, they say they talk. Some words deep. Some words deep. Is he not the owner of Nana property? Now, human being, that boy be. The boy belongs to the mother, the boy is the family. So what? Taking the child to the grandmother is a problem, but bringing the child to the grandfather, it's not a problem. It's almost like he really wants that child and it's becoming suspicious. Like, calm down. Calm down and do the right thing. Do the right thing, and your daughter-in-law is going to bring the child. Okay, the same way that she took the child to I don't know, she said Lucky or where, to see the grandmother. Ike said, what is properties? Wumi and her mother have kept or hide the two first land of MOHBAD, but later Wumi mother say, yes. If the land belongs to MOHBAD and MOHBAD is dead and he has a son, that land does not belong to his father. That land does not go to MOHBAD's father. It goes to Wumi's son, Liam. So if grandpapa cannot be trustworthy, let the person that will not mess with the land hold the documents. Because that MOHBAD papa, the way he's doing his yo with all those MOHBAD's jackets he's wearing, is it land he will not go and sell and go and buy G-Wagon or move to Banana Island? Haba.
I understand where he was heading to. So I just had to apologize to him to make things, to make things calm. And I had to.
And from what you're saying, Ike, did you also think Wumi said she was very close with MOHBAD's father? That it was even MOHBAD's father that when she got pregnant said, that she should go to her family, they should bring Liz so they can marry, because he would not advise his daughter to have kids out of wedlock. So what made him flip on this woman when his son died? Ask yourself. If not be money and property.
Then he responded by saying, he is sure that a lot of people would have called me to tell me what he wants. And truly, a lot of people called me. My dad, my mother-in-law, my husband's friend, people who have literally called me to tell me what he wants. And he told my father, whatever that belongs to my husband, I know that I have access to. I should make sure that I hand over everything to him, including the landed property, God for me. So I told him the same thing that he has been telling people.
These are some of the things.
Understand that.
Please, for those, if you're just coming in and you're wondering why I'm pausing, this is an interview done by Chudi, and in order to make it different and so I don't get copyright, by this, I have to make the content different. So I have to properly react to it. And this is what a reaction is. I'm reacting to the interview that Wumi granted with Chudi, right? So now, a lot of people have their opinion. And at this point, listening to what this woman is saying, I'm like, man, I forget that thing. This woman is making a lot of sense. This whole thing is stemming from the fact that this man was not giving the documents and everything that his late son left behind. If he was in control, he would not be granting 10 billion interview online. Trust me, and he won't be saying the things that he's saying on those interviews. Bossa said, what if the father-in-law you see wahala now. What if it's the father-in-law that fired his son and because of property? Not in the past human being, Sha. Not in the past human being, you understand? Because of property, he just wants Wumi to be the scapegoat. Anything they're possible with human beings, but this world, absolute anything. I'm not saying, but we're just trying to bring in point and we're trying to reason all together. But we're not saying that's what happened. But we're just saying everything is possible with human beings. Okay. Ike said that boss, why did they call Wumi's father when MOHBAD by? And immediately the caller asked to go back. MOHBAD is okay now. Moreover, MOHBAD have passed away. Look, the main truth is not out yet. When a proper investigation is done, every single person that is connected, linked to, have been mentioned, is interviewed, properly interrogated by the law, by the rightful people, then we will get the full gist. At this point, everybody is just speculating.
You have, like, my husband got you 2 lands before his demise, one in Ekiti and one in Ikorodu. Like, why do you want to take the one that belongs?
Ike, you don't hear him now. You don't hear him now. Did you hear Wumi just mention that the son, as young as MOHBAD was, he was sensible enough when he started seeing money to buy 2 lands for his father? Because if you're a Niger person or you are an African person, you know that this kind of wahala go happen. So once small money they enter for your hand, begin to do some kind of thing, drop for your family. But if not selfish family, no go still do that. They bought you 2 land, one in Lagos, one in Ekiti. You don't know what you're going to do with those 2 lands. You're still asking for documents and everything else that is in the custody of the wife, because the wife was the one living with him. And if they are legally married, waiting consign you, she's the next person to be in control. If they are, I don't know if it's court. If it's court, she will not even carry them go court. Set. If she and MOHBAD did court where come collect property, no be property, come collect them. She has to be in control until that boy grows up and she hands over to the boy. He was smart enough to give the father 2 lands. The father said, bring the documents, even the one for my grandchild. So you dey drag land with your grandpikin, but you don't dare alive for over 50 years. When you know how to buy land, your leg break, your hand break. How old is your son? Your son was able to buy you 2 lands, yet you want the one that he left for his son. And anything else. You're not jail now. Haba. Who could look this kind of side? They do this man's style. Nothing they there to back. Mama, nah. Worry, yeah. Focus there. Let's break there. No fish out.
It was like I shouldn't question him, but that is what he wants. Then I said, okay. Then he was like,
okay. An advert. Let's wait for that advert too. Let Judy get his
I don't know if you understand Yoruba. Okay, so he said, lawyer promise tí mo pè pé ó gbé kan mo kó fún mi ní nǹkan ọmọ mi tó bá mi sọ wípé ó bímọ ṣé ọmọ mi náà fẹ́ máa lálẹ́ fún mi ni. Like, I don't know if I can translate it in English. So he actually said, like, what effort does my lawyer, my husband's lawyer has. He requested for his son's properties, and he was telling that
Nigerian, hi, Malai, Ori, all of our head break there. Oh, focus there. Everyone, the madness too much. What be this? Seriously, look at what somebody's father is saying. Look at what somebody's father is saying. What effrontery does the lawyer have to say this? What effrontery do you have, Oga, from when they born you until you old? You not achieve anything for yourself. And this just goes for everybody out there that is so and feeling so entitled when it comes to when it's about their kids, their family members, somebody else. You hear people from abroad sending something to somebody in Nigeria, they're asking you, now this money you send me, are they owe you? Is anybody owing anybody in this life? We all have two hands, even people. There are people that don't even have two hands and two legs. They are hustling and making it. So why are we even doing this? You know, Bosa said, why did the father reject DNA after Wumi said she's ready countless time? That man has a hidden agenda. And only and Sabina property they follow DNA. That's not his problem. So let Wumi swear. If she, let the papa go swear first now. Let Wumi swear if she doesn't know what by MOHBAD. Do you think she cannot swear? Do you know how many times she must have even sworn? You understand? This is like a proper setting interview, so there's no way she's going to swear there. You know, so she did everything to buy the boy, so that what will happen when she knows? Do you think Wumi does not know that if anything happens to MOHBAD, that of course the family will want to take everything from her? So it does not make sense that she will want to buy him, because she can still leave him and go and follow somebody that is wealthier than him and anything. Okay, divorce is there. There are lots of people that are divorcing, so it's no longer even a strange thing and whatnot. So she didn't need to even buy him in order to move on. You know.
He has a son. So like, is this not like who is his grandchild to start asking, start dictating what you want? That's why you talk about competition. Exactly. Yeah.
So he said they compete with your grandchild.
Who is the grandchild? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, exactly. MOHBAD's my husband's property. Yeah. But like this is one thing that most people do not know,
and this is how a lot of people think.
I was not even given a chance to talk, so I was not given a chance to say my own side of the story. So so as much as I try,
this is part of the reason why I said I believe what Wumi is saying. Okay, because at the end of the day, this is like one of Wumi's first interview, proper interview. I've not seen another interview that Wumi has done. So if Wumi was up to something, she was supposed to be the one to make 10 billion interviews. Do you understand? It's Wumi that is supposed to be making these many interviews, but instead it's MOHBAD's father. And how dare you even say who is the lawyer to tell you this? Right? Just because you're looking at the boy, that the boy is still small, and you feel like the boy is not going to grow. The child is not going to grow. Why do you want to take what belongs to the child? If your son was alive, do you think your son will be smiling? Your son will be happy that you want to drag, even wherever he is now, you think he's smiling? That you're asking who is his lawyer to tell you that this, who is the boy? We know that if anything gets to MOHBAD's father's hand, now fiam, everything will take go. Also, so sharp, everything will just hew.
I feel like some things need to be addressed. I still had the mindset that I don't know how people would react if I should talk, because without hearing anything from me, they've crucified me, they've said a lot of things about me. Yeah. So that
Wumi don't even have this mindset. Whoever knows this Wumi should scream it until it gets to her ears. Do not have this mindset, because when you're dealing with Naija, where?
made me like my low self-esteem.
Sorry, my little one, my child just came to talk to me. Sorry for that short pause. Anybody that knows Wumi, like I was saying, anybody that knows Wumi should keep screaming it until she hears it. When you deal with Naija, with this I always stress it. If you go and watch my old videos and everything, I'm always stressing this, our culture and tradition, that will just act like women are nothing. But even the men that are oppressing women were given birth to by women. Now inside our pellet, them take carry all of. But when person buy and I go come, woman, where the open leg pee, woman, where the white leg pee, now you go do this, now you go do that. Like say again, what man they do, a woman they fit. We've seen women. Look at Okonjo Iweala. Who I'm going to mention? Look at what's her name? Adichie or what the literature lady. Who I'm going to mention, who I'm not going to mention. What in man sabi do, a woman no sabi do. When it comes to land, men will now. The same thing this lady said. There's this statement she made about our culture and tradition. Why did I forget this woman's name now? Whoa. What's her name now? Because I wanted to quote what she said. But I want you people to know who I'm talking about. Chimamanda. Every reasonable person knows how the culture, how the tradition will just belittle, act like we're irrelevant, like we're not even there, like we don't deserve anything, our opinions don't count. All because of one thing where somebody carrying between his leg. Your son hustled and made this. You should be happy that at least he left one thing for his child before he died, as young as he is. Because trust me, there are 1,000,001 youths that are the same age with this boy. They will be flexing. Now that time they won't smoke all the bo. Now that time they won't smoke all the weed. Come on, let them see the Rizla and the ganja. Me, I won't feel irate. That's the time they will be feeling irate. They high. Got the jogodo. The boy was able to leave something. Now you won't come collect. You know shame. You don't live more than half of your life. You don't achieve anything. Hide your head in shame. You dey go drag with your small pikin.
Things will be very, very low because I no longer have the audacity to at least speak on things that really matters.
Wumi, you should have the audacity. You born pikin for that boy. Except say anything. If you know, say that pikin na MOHBAD pikin, the audacity, the right, and any other grammar. In fact, you put all the Nigerian language mixed together. You have the right to speak. Forget all these ones where they jump around from station to station. They talk, waiting they no sabi. You have the right because you are married to that late man. So in the eyes of God, in the eyes of tradition and everything, it's only you and MOHBAD that the day they joined you people became one. MOHBAD and his father will be counted as 1 and 2 in the sight of God. Okay? So MOHBAD and his mother, 1 and 2. MOHBAD and his brothers and sisters and cousins and aunties and nephews and nieces and one thing and that thing, they are all 1 and 2. The only person that is 1 and 1 with him is you, his wife. Make them come collect. Let them know they come collect. You have the right. We don't let anybody, don't let the crowd, don't let the people that they were able to convince scare you. Speak your truth. If land paper day, hold down there. Now your picking get them.
Yeah, so I think that is what it is causing the whole issue. The fact that
Liam collect land. You know they work.
Yeah, this is his grandchild. It sounds strange to me also.
No minor.
It don't sound weird to say it. But I'm left with no choice. I just had to say it.
Say it.
Yeah. Because
even if you not talk and they go still crucify you.
Speak up by time silence. Yeah, so I feel like me speaking up really the right thing for me at this point.
The biggest thing that I think is what I've read your father-in-law has. I think the two things.
Pardon me if you're hearing any sound. I'm making something to eat.
One is that he has questioned whether yourself and your husband were married. Yeah. And 2, he has questioned whether your husband is the father
of my child.
Yeah. Is that even the thing?
On the first one.
Is that even the question you should be asking when your son, they're still trying to find out what died your son? What is the thing that led to the unaliving of your son? Did somebody did it deliberately? What went wrong? That should have been the focus. You've skipped that one and joined nuisance online that are talking about number 1, very dark man. That VDM. Because he's one of the first person with the huge platform. There might be other, Niger people that just go to Twitter, Instagram, and tweet these things. But if you don't have that big platform, when you say something, a lot of Nigerians no go hear them. They won't hear it. They won't see it. But to think that MOHBAD's father will look at what people are saying online and then run with it, DNA, because you don't put 2 and 2 together. Say, oh, Ma collect everything, put for my side. When that boy was alive, he treated that little child as his child. He never said for once that he was in doubt. That will make you to say, now that he has died, let's go run a test. First, you should have found out what killed your son. But no, Papa, I dey for money. You be pastor. Your mates will be pastors, then they drive for private jet.
You know, I know that as far back as 2003, if I remember correctly, popular actress had gone online and confirmed that you guys don't married. You know,
Yeah.
What's the exact status of that marriage? Because I think that's the first thing.
Η Κοσμοτέ TV μέσω του AI and Art Experience Powered by Telecom σου δίνει την ευκαιρία να δεις το βραβευμένο έργο Lauren στο 27ο Φεστιβάλ Ντοκιματέρ Θεσσαλονίκης και να γίνεις μέρος ενός ιδιαίτερου μοναδικού
Sorry.
Because I think that's the first thing.
Being distracted by my little one.
It was a traditional marriage, like, yeah.
Which is recognized from that.
Because it is.
So it wasn't an introduction.
No, it was this. The funniest thing is that he was even the one that made that possible. I mean, my father and him.
How so?
That is the funniest thing because left to me and my husband, we just wanted to live our life because we were young couple. Like I was 23 when I got pregnant, and so he was the one coming to us because that man is actually my friend. Like we were literally close.
Yes, I've seen some text.
So what changed? You can see both of them wearing this white garment church outfit. That's MOHBAD's father and MOHBAD's wife. And MOHBAD's wife is confirming it that both of them were very close. So what changed? Shouldn't you even be closer to his wife after your son, is no longer here? So I think on this matter, this man is putting emotion on this. What Wumi was your daughter or your sister? Seriously, you just have to look at this with a clear eye and don't take sides. That's the only way you will really be able to analyze. Because why take sides? At the end of the day, we still don't even know who died. Like if something led to him, his untimely buying and unaliving. So let's find out that first. And then people are talking about where landed property is. What is that? These are things that can be replaced any day, anytime. Life, you can't replace it. So why are we so focused on landed properties and this and this and that when we've not even gotten to the main issues that bothers everybody? So I think at this point, Wumi is ready to talk. A lot of secrets will come out. No, she's not. She won't. And to tell you that she's a good wife, you will hear the statement she will make. You will hear Wumi say that there are things she will not say, but if she says them, her husband's name will be, involved and his legacy and everything. That even this interview that she's doing, she will be referred to as MOHBAD's widow, and she's right. And she said she thinks that's the reason why some other member of his families are also not talking, but only the father. Don't turn to parrot. Let's keep listening to Wumi.
We were very close. Like he's like a father to me.
Can you imagine?
That is one thing that the media did not get to know. He's like he was my friend in that marriage.
And is that not deliberate? If we should go with what she just said now, since a lot of people are running with what he has said on several interviews that he's granted. So if this woman was your friend when your son was alive, shouldn't you be closer to her? And why did you not mention that you were very close to her?
So it was the one that came to me to tell me that we need to get things done. If I was to be his daughter, he would never allow me to train my child in my husband's house because he was not married, because he was not married to me. That I should go to my parents' house.
Which was a good advice.
And send it to him.
So what changed?
So your father-in-law is the one that even encouraged you guys.
That is the funniest thing. I wouldn't get married because I knew my husband loved me and he knows I love him too. So we just want to live our life. Right. So it was even the one that initiated that marriage.
Right. And he was president of the country.
He was the happiest. He called me early morning on my introduction, on my marriage, on my engagement day. I think around 6 a.m. He called me to pray for me. Like it was the happiest that day.
You see?
He was the happiest.
And now he's saying that marriage did not happen.
Yeah, because my husband is not here to defend me.
At tears, she's just doing her best not to cry. So I don't even man.
The one that, sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Then he questioned the paternity of the child.
Yeah.
How did you hear that your father-in-law was questioning the paternity of your child?
I got to know online.
So he came online and did a video.
He never called me. He never called any of the family members.
You can imagine. Who does that?
To ask for the DNA of Liam.
She just came online and said, "You are not a..."
Who does that? In late Junior Pope's voice, who does that? You feel like this child is not your son's child. What is the first thing you do? Is it not to call a family meeting? Is it not the time you're bringing in umonas? I don't know how they say that in Yoruba. That's when you're calling in this thing, family meeting. And you people discuss it, and you can privately do that thing. And then if you find out that he's not, then you can come and disgrace her in public if that will make you feel better. So she's finding out online that this is how you feel and this is what you think.
Nobody is not the father of the child.
I swear to God.
Did you call him after that?
Of course I did.
And then what did he do?
He didn't say anything. He was just saying, why do you have to take Liam away from him? Like, even like I was expecting him to talk about the paternity, like ask me for the DNA, I'm your daughter-in-law. He never did. Even when I called him, the word was telling me that was, why do you have to take Liam away from me?
So it's like it's punishing you for...
Yeah.
Is there nobody in the family that can call him
to her?
Does he look like who listens to anybody?
He's the head of the family. I think he should be in his late 50s. So he's the head. So I don't think there should be anybody somewhere that would, because he knows what to do, he knows the right thing.
He can't be the head of the family if he's 50.
He's just using the DNA.
You will have an uncle, somebody, somewhere that's older than him. Father side, mother side.
Ask for the DNA test.
So when the DNA narrative came out, at first I didn't take it serious because I was like,
you didn't take it serious.
Who is this guy asking for the DNA of my child? Like, who is in the grand scheme of things? Like,
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but I was just knocked out from my live stream. Let's do this. I hope this is not what I'm thinking.
Okay, I didn't take him serious. Not until my father-in-law started talking about it. And I had to put a call through to him. I called him, I asked him, like, Daddy, what really happened? Like, why are you doing this to Liam? And he kept on saying, why do you have to take him to my mother-in-law's place? Does it bear my mother-in-law's son? Like, what effort should I have to take him to my mother-in-law's place and not his own house in Ikorodu? Is he not the owner of his grandchild?
So you see, Ike, you were here asking what is the name. You see that MOHBAD's father knows that the child bears his surname. What's their surname? Something Aloba, something like that. So that's the child. So what's the thing? So Liam might just be his English name. He has a Yoruba name and he has the same last name with his father.
I still try to tell me, Daddy, I'm scared because you've been going out there to say different things about me. But I'm scared. Like, you cannot keep doing this and expect me to bring Liam to you.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay.
This makes sense.
And, you hung up.
You cannot do and say all these things you're doing and saying, and then she brings the child to you. What if you kidnap the child and she never sees her child again?
I was expecting him to talk about the DNA, but he never did. So I think, no, the next day he went on live on TikTok, on Instagram, like to talk about the DNA. Like he was trying to talk about it like almost every day. So I think 3 days after I called him again. Like I wanted to ask him, like, what does he really want? Like, I really want him to stop going out there to defame my baby. But he didn't pick up my calls. I called him repeatedly for like a week, but he did not pick up. So I stopped calling. So I think around November, it was around November, he sent a message to my lawyer. Yeah, he sent a message to my lawyer that I should bring the yam to him, that I want to perform a DNA test on him. So my lawyer sent him to me, and I told my lawyer that I am scared. I'm scared to take my baby to him because he has gone out there to say so many defamatory things about me. He has said in publicly that he hates me so much. Like he even went as far as trying to cajole my brother-in-law to lie, like to implicate me one way or the other. Because you said it online that I used to put substance in my husband's food.
Who said this?
My father-in-law. Then I would go and
Can you imagine?
after. Because he never knew it was my brother-in-law that prepared my husband last meal. So when he got to realize that it was my brother-in-law.
You see how Satan they punish devil? He already started with a storyline, allegedly, from what she's saying. Just think about it for a second. What if that last meal was prepared by her, Wumi? That means MOHBAD's father would have continued, is that last food he ate that bite him. But when he now later on found out that it was the brother of MOHBAD that prepared the last food, he dropped that line of thought. Because now then go arrest your picking too. Now you cook last food, come talk, what do you put inside?
He put a call through to my mother-in-law, and unfortunately I was with her that day. So he just called to tell her that, he just got to know that it was Adura that prepared my husband last meal. That Adura and Mama should come over to his house in Ikorodu, so they will know how to package the whole thing and put it on my head.
Wow.
I was so fortunate to be Mama that day because I had to put it on record.
This is what I wanted. I wanted to say, I hope that call was recorded. See, Pastor. See, plan, where Pastor they plan.
And,
so you have a recording of this.
They should, so that they will know how to put the other on my head. What if it was poison that killed my husband? That Adura should come to him because he does not want to lose another child. Because now he didn't know that it was my brother that prepared his last meal, and he has gone out there to talk about me putting something in his food. Because now we do not know the result, what the autopsy will bring. What if the autopsy said he died of poison? I'm so grateful that I was with my mother because it's not that I had the intention of recording it, but I just had to do the recording because his intention was really bad. For him to have thought of something like that, doing that recording. I feel like
now you're telling us now. That's the first question we will ask. Did you?
But I was so fortunate to be my mother, so I had to put that in and record.
So that essentially the father-in-law wanted to accuse you of murdering your husband.
He has tried. There is nothing he has not said. So when he got to realize that it was my but I know that prepared that last meal, he stopped that poisoning narrative. Then he moved to many other ones. Yeah.
A question for those of us that may be ignorant.
Okay.
Why can't you do the test without him?
The reason is because I've been called different names. He has called me a promiscuous woman. He has called me a cheating wife. I've been called different names that people tend not to believe whatever I have to say anymore. Like, he has said so many things to my persons, and I feel like if I should get the DNA done without his consent, without him being present, that will cause another riot. That will cause another problem, because that is what he actually want me to just do one silly mistake, because he knows that I already caught him. I'm about to stop his means of surviving, and he knows that so now he just want to frustrate me to do things out of anger. So he wants to frustrate me to go ahead and do the DNA. So once it is done, then he will start going out there that, the result is fake. And people will believe him because he's been the only one talking.
I think Wumi should do. So after 1 year, she's ready to talk. What a life. PK, why do you find it so easy to believe what Mohbad's father have said, and you're not even giving the same opportunity to Wunmi now that she's talking. Ask yourself that question. If you were able to believe what he said without giving you enough proof that what he's saying is the truth, why can't you give the same opportunity to Wunmi? Let her tell her own story too. They say what is good for the kids is good for the gander. Let's give them opportunity to all speak. He's been speaking. Now that she's ready, let's give her the floor. Let her talk. He can come out to debunk if he thinks she's lying, you know. She knows why she never spoke when he was talking. But it's never too late because the man is still not buried. The man is still dead.
Do you understand? Forget that. Do you think even if it's done in a reputable hospital, people will still believe him? Because if according to
but something I want to quickly say here is that Wunmi should not even have this mindset that she will be able to please Mohbad's father. The way he's going with what she's alleging, because I'm using allegedly because I don't know, I'm not in their family, okay? So to be on the safe side, we'll say alleged. With what she's alleging, she will never be able to please Mohbad's father. So let her just go ahead, do that thing, and get done with it. Okay, go to a well-respected hospital and do it. If you have to come out and ask for funds so they fly you people out of the country, fly you people out where nobody know you people, submit and let the DNA be done. Because even if he's present and they did that DNA and it comes out that his son is the father, which he already knows, he will still have something to say because the target are those documents that are in your custody.
Frustrated.
I don't think you it's like do you go online often? My father-in-law is not a celebrity. He's everywhere.
So I don't understand what you're doing.
People like he's at least in a week. At least
We don't have this mindset. If he likes, let him be the most influential person in Nigeria. The truth is the truth.
People tend to listen to whatever he has to say because he has been the only one talking. Like the rest of the family has just been silent, because of the legacy of my husband. There's no way we would talk or say anything that my husband's name will not be attached to it. No. Yeah. Right now, as I'm here, I'll be addressed as Mohbad's wife, Mohbad's widow. So his name is attached to whatever. So the glory, is being attached. So I don't want his legacy to get ruined for me. But I'm very sure, that's why the other family member has been quiet. Yeah. And
so what are you going to do? Because I understand what you're saying. You're saying that because of the way that he has mobilized,
just go ahead and do that DNA.
Anything you do,
shut them up.
Misinterpreted. So you're being careful. Yeah. But it seems like he listens, because what you're saying is he doesn't want to do DNA.
He doesn't.
So it feels like you have no other. So what other choice do you have?
That is why I'm here.
Do it and put it out. You being on this will not be enough. Because people will keep asking you that DNA. Go and do the DNA and shame all the people that thinks if you really know that the child is his child. Go and do the DNA. Don't wait for his your late husband's father because he will never be on your side. He's already chosen his path and he chose money, properties and things like that over human being. So such person cannot be trusted. Okay, when somebody feels like material things are more important than human life and everything, no, never trust such people. So just go ahead, do it, and shut them up and avoid them forever. When the child grows up, he can go look for his grandfather.
Organization protecting children in Nigeria, because I know where all of this thing happening to him can never happen abroad.
Now that he's gone to TV stations. Yeah. He said this. So what happens next?
Okay, so myself and my lawyer will be going to the court to report these whole incidents to the courts, and to also get the permission from the court to get DNA done under their supervision.
Right. So the court will supervise this.
Yes. He will still not believe what the court says.
Let's do this DNA.
Yeah, under your supervision. Yeah, and we might probably, we don't know, publish it online. for people to see.
So you ask the court for permission to publish the details.
Yeah, so we can keep them updated on how
This is correct.
the whole thing is going on, because I feel like my calmness will just make things worse.
Yeah.
In 5 years, we'll be here till forever.
Yeah.
I know DNA will be done because it seems uninterested.
It seems like ever since
That's not his problem. Oh,
Yeah.
you've not even had time to grieve your husband.
I've not even won the death of my husband. Like, I've not even seen closure at all. You know, it still feels like my husband is still alive because he's in Yaba mode. He has not been buried.
Has not been buried.
Yeah, he has not been buried.
why are they even
He has
still
not been
keeping his
buried.
body
So sad.
if they've already done 2 autopsies? And why did Mohbad's father rush to go and
He has
bury
not
him
been buried.
if he was thinking that it was Wunmi that died his
And
son?
he's been pieces twice. You know, they literally did 2 autopsies. The government autopsy and the private autopsy.
Welcome, Oyoyo's Media. Welcome. Another advert. If Mohbad's father felt like it was Wunmi that died his son, and then he rushed to go and put Mohbad to bury him without a autopsy.
There is no genuine reason why he's still there. My father has no genuine reason. But you know, he's been granting interviews saying, "Oh, the government do not want him to get justice. The government is this. The government is that. Like, he's been manipulating the public. Like, he has said so many things. Like you know, people. Like, I don't feel like there's anything that people would say. People would like this public. The people in public faces would believe it because a lot has been said. You know, he's been granting interviews saying the government have been the one delaying my husband's the inquest. Meanwhile, it was one of his supporters that like the woman has been like the woman is always on TikTok 247.
Just those kind of busybody people.
American women. So the woman was so much interested in the case, and the woman later got to realize that my father was not being truthful to her. So she said she wants to, like, she's interested in the case and she wants to have a personal lawyer to join the inquest. So the lawyer submitted an application to.
What am I even hearing? A woman in America. I'm not even care whether she be Nigerian or anywhere she come from. Like, she's based in America. She heard this. She wants her lawyer. She wants to be part of this whole thing. Well, I cannot just talk some kind of thing. You can imagine what the kind of things that he should be doing. So Mohbad's father is actually bringing in a total stranger. That if what Wunmi is alleging is the truth, is that person not just a TikToker that wants to create 10 billion content from this Mohbad story and make money from it? That's why she wants her lawyer, so she will be the one getting the inner kaku's gist. And Mohbad's father is not smart enough to know that this is not going to be good. You're bringing in a total stranger. Her lawyer should be involved. Waiting her lawyer sabi or another lawyer no sabi. All the lawyers and everybody in Nigeria that will be involved in that case is not enough. You want to bring your American friend. Maybe the woman don't send that money.
So the magistrate courts that he wants to join the inquest, and he also wants the inquest to start from the beginning again. Like, he wants us to start all over again.
That'll be third.
Who is this person?
So the lawyer,
a stranger is coming in saying inquest to start. If they started it in Omo, you won't join. You not go even join. So I don't even understand who you be. Like another. Now wow, some people they come for some kind of matter. Person husband go buy now. Who won't come tell me what I want to? Wallahi, except say you don't marry that man well. Now no marry well. You marry well, you be wife. Last, all of them not go even come to bury yourself. You never see anything. You go over to a push person. You're bringing in a woman from America that's a total stranger. Now they have to start the inquest from the beginning because the lawyer, it was not, who you, come on, get out of here. Who be that? Look what they are making this young woman to go through. Because maybe that woman in America sends few dollars to Mohbad's father. Seriously, what are we hearing? What are we hearing? Inquests have started. Lawyers are involved. Somebody just burst out from TikTok, said, I'm interested in this case. And then Mohbad's father agreed that they should start inquest because the person's lawyer needs to apply. And then the judge
the court has been There's been back and forth. That is why the inquest is on hold. But my father-in-law has been granting interview, manipulating the government.
So can you imagine?
That's also part of the process that is delaying the burial.
That is the funniest thing.
That the burial of his son is being delayed also because of all these drama is
it does not concern him
to get this done. Like all he has to do is just talk to that woman because they used to be friends before we had issues. So all you have to do.
Somebody should ask this Wumi. Wumi not marry MOHBAD for court. When I don't know, Shab. I'm not. What's the best one? Can you imagine? They should talk to the woman. So now it is actually the stranger. It is the stranger that is holding this whole thing down. Why MOHBAD has not been buried? A stranger that lives in America. So MOHBAD's father will now go and talk with that stranger. And wallahi tallahi,
so that the woman can, probably withdraw or, so they can just make an agreement so that the court can open the coroner inquest where he has refused to do the needful. Instead, he was always going on interviews, screaming the government's name.
But he's the one delaying the process.
Himself, him and his supporter.
Do you accept the result of the coroner inquest?
I mean, that is another question. That is another thoughtful question because I knew that there is a nurse involved in this case. He reacted to rejection.
Yeah, do it. Oh, sorry. Advert again.
And since my husband, even the night my husband died, my father-in-law got to the house. The nurse even narrated everything that happened to him. In fact, my husband's manager wanted to get the nurse arrested that night, but he asked us to let her go. He does not have any business with her.
The father-in-law asked them to let the nurse go.
That we should let her go. That he doesn't have any business with her. And he despite the begging that a lot of people begged him not to bury my husband, but he insisted I was going to bury. In fact, even the day they wanted to bury my husband, he didn't inform.
Yeah, it's called poverty.
I got to know.
Sorry.
You were not informed that you were going to bury your husband.
Mr. Chu, a whole lot has happened. Even the day my husband, even the day of his burial.
Wouldn't it have been a good thing if that woman was brought in to question her so they know what kind of medication she gave him, the amount she gave him? She was probably still with the syringe, the bottle of medication she gave MOHBAD and everything. But it was the father that said, I don't have so if you don't have problem with that person, who do you have problem with?
They wanted to kidnap Liam from me at this. Like my father-in-law and there's one woman, the woman is like this. I don't know. I don't want to call it the woman is, but the woman, like they have a relationship. They have a close relationship. It's more like they had plans in collecting Liam from me that day because it got worse to the extent that we had to put Liam inside nylon to take him out of that space.
You're saying this battle.
I beg, Wumi not do that thing again. If you put Pikin inside nylon, Pikin no go breathe. Pikin go peme. Okay? The child is your child. He cannot take that child away from you. Leave all these two people they do. Now your Pikin. No be you and get custody. So he cannot forcefully take the child away from you if he cannot prove that you're mentally unstable, you're a danger to the child and things like that. So I beg, next time, no put Pikin inside waterproof. Pikin go suffocate.
From the day.
Second day my husband died up to this moment.
Instead, break their head.
Up to this moment. And so, the fact that the autopsy results came out inconclusive is one thing I don't, it's hard to accept. Because I knew so well that my husband actually had an injury from the fight he had with his friend.
Which friend?
His name is Prime Boy. And I also knew that he reacted to an injection. Because my husband was fine before the nurse came, although he had an injury. In fact, the day he died, he had a podcast with one girl. What's the girl's name? Susan Talk. Pajok, yeah, I think, I don't know. He has a podcast. So for you to know, he was actually, and that was the day our son clocked 5 months. 12. Like that 12 number is a weight number too. Because it's the day I'm celebrating my child's birthday, and I'm also mourning my husband. So, I knew he reacted to an injection, and the fact that at the end of the autopsy it came out inconclusive just because of one mistake that my father-in-law made. The fact that he buried him. If it was not buried, it should have been another thing entirely. But because it was buried, so he said his body has already decomposed. So most of the tissues that they are supposed to remove from his body has rotten. And the fact that it came up inconclusive is one thing I don't even want to accept. Because Liam would go up to say all of these things, and he would ask me questions, and the story would not be interesting if at the end of the day there was no justice for his father. The fact that he was bullied,
Wumi, the story will still not be interesting even if there's justice, okay? The father is gone, It's going to be a very sad one for him when he grows up and gets to hear everything that led to his father's untimely passing, okay?
By his oppressors. That alone is another thing that is outside. And up to this moment, nothing was done to him. The fact that yes, the fact that the part of the reason why the whole world came out for justice. And up to this point, the police actually promised us that they were going to, that they will be brought to look at all of that. But up to this point, nothing was done. Do you understand?
So do you agree that whole bullying is part of what led to the death?
Ask back again. In a second, let's get this advert done. Shout out to Judy, because this is an interview that Judy did with late MOHBAD's wife, Wumi. That's what we are analyzing. So,
you agree that whole bullying is part of what led to the death?
You don't have to kill somebody with sword before killing them. I'm not gonna lie to you. They cannot deny the fact that they made life so unbearable for my husband.
Naira and his crew made life unbearable for you.
They cannot deny that fact. That one thing they cannot deny. A lot of people might be everywhere to support them in bashing me, so that I wouldn't talk the bullying aspects. But the few ones that are online cannot be erased. And Liam will go up to
Wumi, don't even look at it that way, but because a lot of people, when it comes to what's his name, Naira Marley and his friend, I don't remember the guy's name. I think a lot of people are on MOHBAD's side, and that should actually console you, even if justice has not been served yet. But a lot of people were pissed off when they know that Naira Marley people were kind of bullying MOHBAD. So don't even feel like there are more people on his side. No, there are more people on MOHBAD's and your side than Naira Marley and the other guy.
all of those things. And I just pray that boy will not grow up to be traumatized.
Exactly. The boy needs to rest.
Group of people beating his father that way. It is traumatizing, because even me that is his wife, whenever I think about those things, it really breaks me. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at this point I'm fighting for my life and the life of my child. So and his father is not even like his father has been on the Naira Marley side, like he has been talking. He has been speaking for them. He has been trying to save them.
Why do you think he's doing that?
So who am I? I don't know. For any reason best not to him. I don't know. I really do not know. I really do not know. So
essentially, you're saying that the justice for MOHBAD hasn't been gotten
up to this moment.
And the justice for MOHBAD that your father-in-law is asking for is not the same justice for MOHBAD that the public is asking.
It is not.
Yeah. And you're essentially fighting on two fronts.
Yeah.
You're fighting for justice for your husband.
Yeah.
Again, and then you're having the people who are supporting his oppressors, as we call them, attacking you.
Yeah.
And you're also being attacked by your father-in-law.
Father-in-law.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And your father-in-law seems to be supporting the people who you say oppressed.
Yeah. Yes.
How are you taking care of yourself in all of this? How?
Is it, like you mean financially?
Yes, financially, emotionally. What is your support system? How are you taking care of yourself?
It's just God's grace. And also my family, the family has been my pillar. They've been there for me, my mom, my dad, my auntie, and my elder brother. Like, I'm so grateful for the gift of them, because they've made, like, they've shown me love. Like, they've shown me all the love I deserve. And it's just God's grace. And also my family, the family has been my pillar. They've been there for me, my mom, my dad, my auntie, and my elder brother. Like, I'm so grateful for the gift of them, because they've made, like, they've shown me love. Like, they've shown me all the love I deserve. And my husband's friend also, they've been there for us financially. My husband's true friends. Yeah, like friends. I don't know if I should mention them.
You know some of them.
Yeah, like Bella.
So Bella has been there.
Aya.
Okay.
Shea Vibes. T.I. Wadud, and I think those 5 people has really been there for us financially. I'm not
so
like
it's not just in public, in private.
Which is mostly in private. Like, they love Liam so much. Like, financially, like shelter. Like, even without me asking, they would just send money into my account to get Liam stores. Sometimes Bella would ask me to dress him up. Bella and his wife, they will ask me to dress Liam up because they also have a baby boy. Like Liam is like 3 months older than him. They will take us out, but get Liam stores. Like, Liam has been he has been well taken care of by them. Like, I'm blessed to have them.
All right. So that's where this interview ended. It's good to know that some of MOHBAD's friends are still, supporting and standing in there as he's not there, As for MOHBAD's father, let's see how far this is going to go. Because for me, I'm really surprised to hear that a total stranger is involved in this case. Not even one that is, involved to the level that they said that, I don't know, whoever that woman is, it is really shocking that that person is involved, because at the end of the day, she's not part of the family members, and she's not more concerned than the rest of us, the general public. So relax, stay where you are. But now you've gone to involve yourself, you're delaying the whole thing. Some people just want to do all this kind of things so they feel relevant at the end of the day, because without chasing clout, they don't feel relevant. Wunmi and your lawyer, MOHBAD's lawyer, and the rest, you people do the right thing and kick that woman and her lawyer out, because they don't need to be involved in any inquest or anything. They can go and figure out something else to do for themselves, because there's a lot of issues going on in Nigeria. If she thinks that she has something to do, let her start with the politicians, bad roads and things like that. And light we know they focus on those kind of things. No, go put your eye for inside people private matter with, and they try to solve. That being said, we've been live for an hour. And this was us analyzing and listening to what Wumi had to say. I'm glad that she's finally spoke out. Even Trudy said Wumi finally speaks up, because she's not been talking, she's not been granting interviews. It's just been MOHBAD's father up and down, talking and talking, and few interviews by MOHBAD's mother. And seeing her telling her own side of the story, it is good for the general public to also hear and know some things that they don't know about. But Wumi should also, if she's decided she's going to do the DNA, let her just do it, post it, and let everybody that is concerned about this whole thing keep quiet, even though it's none of their business. Like when he was alive, MOHBAD boy was his child. Okay, he never told anybody that he was suspicious of anything. So that's not even something that should concern people. But if they feel like, okay, they want to use that to build something, do it and put it in their faces, and let's see what else they're going to come up with. As for the father, he will come up with something else, because the documents are the landed properties and those things. Those documents are what he's targeting. Okay, he wants to be in charge of and not her. So thank you also very much, and I will see you all on the next gist. Lot of gist to cover. So I'll see you all on the next one. Good night from my side, and remain blessed.